Yeah, hi traders, welcome to the week ahead. It's GJ here. Trust you've had a really good weekend, and I do hope that you're well and you're safe, you and your families. It is difficult times. It's also good to have the elections behind us, even though there's going to be a little bit of heave-ho, as it were, over the next few weeks. Alrighty, let's get into the charts. And let's do the housekeeping first. This video is only for educational purposes. It expresses my own personal opinions and does not offer financial advice. By watching this video, you agree not to hold the distributors of this video responsible for any of the ideas or opinions expressed. Trading in the currency market is high risk, and because of the high leverage that is used in trading, you can stand to lose some or all of your money. If you have any doubt about trading in the currency market or feel you need investment advice, then you need to go to a qualified and registered financial advisor before any investment is made. Right, let's get into it. I want to start with the dollar index, and we're looking at a weekly chart, and I've just squished it up, and for a number of years we've had this big move up since 2018. And we've definitely turned a corner. There's no question about that. And we've seen the dollar index last week come and close below this this is critical, this area here. And so I'm looking for this trend to continue, to at least retest down here somewhere now. There could be a little bit of volatility in here until we break this level, so we can get a retest and then a move down, or we could range for a few weeks till after Christmas, going into the first quarter of next year. All those scenarios are possible, but generally in the mid to long term, I'm looking for this to come back down and retest these levels in here. Now, with that being said, that means that we're going, I believe, to begin to see the start of a bull run on gold and silver. We're also going to start to see reversals on the Aussie USD and New Zealand USD, pairs like that. And if the Australian dollar is going to strengthen against the US dollar, I'm also going to be watching Aussie JPY as a carry trade. And so I think there's going to be some good opportunities. Once Brexit is all cleared and they've got an agreement or not got an agreement, I think there's going to be some massive moves on the pound pairs as well. And I think we're going to see some good moves on pairs like the Euro USD and Pound USD. So let's get into the pairs. Aussie CAD, let's take a look at this first. I'm looking at this closing above this level here, and while I've kind of been neutral on this pair, I was expecting a couple of weeks ago to be coming back down here again. But to me, I just think with the change in direction coming in the US dollar and the strength that we're going to see in the Aussie as a result of that against the USD, I think we're going to see some strength here as well. And I'm looking for a close above this level. This is what it looks like on the daily chart. And all we need, I've got a pending order just popped in up here. My first profit targets will be here, on this level here, just through here. So pending order just in here. And then my profit targets will be here. The first one, just in there somewhere. And I'll draw my stop losses to break even at that point. And then if we take this, these tops out and it goes any higher and gets going, I will be adding to the trade. Aussie Swiss, I think it's just doing some sort of retest. It could just sit around this level here, but I'm looking to go north with this, and I will be putting a pending order in once I finish this video, just up above here. Aussie JPY. I would not be surprised to see a bit more of a pullback here if this level holds. I was looking to go south a few weeks ago, but obviously that's off the table at this stage. And this is still a very much key level in here. I would prefer this to come back and then launch from here, and somewhere in here is going to be my buy zone, and that will give us a nice head and shoulder pattern, suggesting a reversal here and here will be the left and then the right shoulders. Aussie, New Zealand, it's still very much a neutral pair in my book. I'm not really looking at it. I was very keen on this, but I'm out of it now. Aussie USD. This would have to be my favourite setup this week. I want to go to the weekly chart. Now we've been in a prolonged downtrend, just like the USD index. US dollar has been in a prolonged uptrend, and now we've seen churn. And I really like the look of this here. It's pulled off here, and I think that it's taken out these highs, and this is the first decent push up. I was expecting a little bit more of a pullback, maybe down into this region here. Would have been nice. That would have been the perfect setup from there. But I'm looking now to place pending orders just in here, and I'm looking for this to move on up. I will not be surprised if we do a retest of these two here. CAD Swiss, there's nothing here. These are the two key levels, obviously, you can see them. And I like the way the week is looking, and we come back and obviously go back to daily because that's more relevant. You can see that it's opened up today, still hasn't really made its wind up, but I'd like to see this level hold, and then I would consider a move north from here. CAD JPY, very similar. I was looking for a move down a few weeks ago, and that hasn't eventuated, so it's obviously off the table. But now I'm looking for this. This is a key area of support. I'm looking for this to hold. And if it doesn't, we get a close below here, I'm still keen to go south. This hasn't been able to get up. It made a lower low, but it's really got to take this out here, make a higher high if it's going to retest up at here again. Swiss JPY, not a lot there. I'm just going to leave that alone. Euro AUD. We're just in this range again. Let's have a look to see what the time frame looks like. It might look a little bit tidier. Yeah. You can see basically that these here, get out of the way now. And you can see that, this has been the range since it came off this big high. And unless we get a breakout and a close above these ranges, I'm expecting it still to be range bound. So there's nothing here today or the coming week. If we can get a close below here, I'd be looking at putting some pending orders down there. But I'd have to see decent divergence between the euro and the Aussie. And I'd like to see weakness in the euro and strength in the Aussie for this to actually eventuate. Euro CAD range bound again. Go back to the daily time frame, obviously. And I'm just looking at this at a retest. This was a nice little trade. I'm keen to get in again south. We will just wait and see how that goes. At the moment, there's no trade. Euro Swissy made a move down a few weeks ago, then went sideways, had another little blip. It looks like it's on its way down. We'll just wait and see what happens, but there's no trade there at the moment. I was looking to take a trade, a couple weeks ago and even last week, hoping to get a trade off here. It looks like this may will go up inside, or if it retests, I'd look for a move down, bearing in mind that there's still a lot of volatility around the euro and the pound at the moment until they get themselves sorted out. Euro JPY, well, we've had a nice little move north, we've had a nice little move south, and I was hoping that this would eventuate into something much better. I took my profit because this is a area of support. It's not a huge, strong support, but it is a place where prices reacted in the past. So I'm waiting to see what price does, and I'll be looking either to go south or north, depending on what the market says. Euro NZD. It's kind of similar to the Euro AUD. The big question is this going to be a bottom, or are we going to get another break south? And I do have pending orders just waiting under the low of this last week. Friday, last candle of last week, just in here. We will wait and see. Euro USD. We talked about this last week. This was the move up. Here's the retest area. I'm not getting too excited. If we get a little breakout through here, I will put my toe in the water. But if this is going to get up and hold, then we might get a retest of 119 or 120. I really can't see this thing going much higher until the US dollar begins to drop out of bed, and then we'll be into it. But if I get a break of this area here around 119, I will be putting my toe in the water. Now, into the pound pairs. As I spoke about last week, I'm looking for this level to hold. And I'm looking to get a decent bounce off here. We were hoping it was going to turn around here, and it didn't. So it's just on the sidelines and wait, and see, there could be some trading on the London breakout. Might get a bit there. I think it'll be more likely to be on pound USD, pound JPY pairs. But again, here's the key level. But I will dip my toe in the water if we take out the high of Friday's scheme. And we go to the pound Swiss. Loving this trade. I'm loving what this is doing, and I'm really hungry to get in. I've been banging on about this for weeks. I'm looking for this level to hold. I'm looking for a break of 1.19, and I'll dip my toe in the water, and if we go higher, I'll add to it. Once we get clear, if we get clear of this level up in here, this is a really key level. I'm very keen to stack it up after that. Pound JPY. Now, pound JPY is the one pair in the pound bag where I'm kind of expecting the yen to get stronger over the next few weeks, and I'm also expecting to see a move down on the USD JPY. I think it's already started, and I'm looking for a move down on here as well. Pound ZE. Again, this has got to hold. I'm looking for a breakthrough here, and that's where I'm getting again. I think long term this thing could be pretty bullish. And to that end, I'm going to trade it. I'll be my first target, second target, and add after that. Pound USD. I do believe that this is going to offer up some good trades as well. 132 is a key area here, and we've been in an uptrend since the beginning of the year, really, and this is this big swing, and there's been a lot of volatility and indecision around the Brexit thing over the last couple of years, so nothing's changed. I will look for a break above here, or a bounce around this area. Once we break the 132, I will be all New Zealand caddy. Didn't get what I was looking for on Friday. I was looking at putting a penny order in there, but I did not do that. And I'm looking, here's my line in the sand, around 0.81. That's what I'm after. If it's got to break that area up in there before we get a decent trade on north. New Zealand Swiss. That's another one that I would consider a bit like the Aussie Swiss. I'd love to get in. I'd prefer this to come down, retest this level here at around 0.60500, and then look to buy it from here. If it doesn't get down here, then I'll look for a breakout. New Zealand USD. I think this is a nice little setup as well. And while technically I'd been bullish, we actually took this double top out over the weekend. Well, on Friday we took it out, poked its head up, and it's now, for me, it just has, I just have a sense of bullishness in this pair, and to that end I'm going to be trading it more. We get a break from here. Now, it can turn around and pull back down, even pull back down here. But I just like the way it's setting up. USD Caddy. I'm looking for a break of the 130. We haven't got it yet. The candle today is looking a little bit bearish, so we will see how we go. But that's one I've got my eye on for this week. USD Swissy is another one. On Friday it broke. The key level for me is squish it up. What's the 0.90, which was down in here. It's taken this out. And I've got penny orders sitting under here. I think we're in for a ride south. And I think that it's going to be quite significant once the US dollar starts to fall, if it does. You can see here by, go back up to the monthly chart, once we get through this area here, we get into some clear territory. Could get low. Could get low. So there you have it. Looking for that trade. And it's one I'm hoping to be in today before the end of the day. Righto, USD JPY. I'm already in this and I'm adding to it here. My entry was here. The break of 104. Stay here. And now I'm looking to add, I'm looking to add here. Got pennies and I'm looking to get in again. I really like the look of this. I think this has got quite a bit of room to run. And that's the key area there. If we get below here, below 102, pretty good run down into here. So I do like the look of that. Try not to get too excited about it, but yeah. In actual fact, I'm going to wait for it to break this level before I end the trade. Okay, USD. I've been trading this down. I traded it down from up here. I'm out of it, and I'm looking for a break at this level. If we're going to get a real bear run on the US dollar, I think this is potential for quite a good trade. Righto, gold. While it's pulling back a bit, I'll Friday. It hasn't opened. The gold market hasn't opened yet. I'm looking for this level to hold. Be adding again here. Silver's pretty similar. We've broken this. I'm looking to add here again, break this area, and be looking to build into some decent trades in both gold and silver. Alrighty, that's it. Again, please take care, protect your capital, don't chase the market. It's probably going to take a wee while to settle down, but I think that there's some good trading ahead of us, especially once Trump's decided that he's lost the thing and stopped us fighting. And we're all waiting for him to concede, I guess. But we'll just play the market as we see it. So stay safe out there. I'll take your profits when it's there, and we'll see you in the chat room. I wish you all a really good trading week ahead. I pray that you and your families will stay safe and take the precautions that are necessary to keep away from the COVID-19 thing. And I wish you all the best in this coming week for your trading, for your health. And I'll see you in the chat room. Cheers.